Most people read the Bible like it's a bunch of separate stories. You have Adam in the garden, Noah in the flood, Babel, the Reed Sea, the Promised Land. I mean, that's five different topics right there. Five different debates, five different arguments. But they're really not five different stories. They're all one story told at five different scales. And the hidden spine that holds them all together is this: the land is covenant space. Okay. So we're not talking about just dirt. It's not just a territory. It's not just geography, but it's the covenant land. That's the covenant space that the land sits in. And what that means is Yahuwah assigns a space. He gives a commission inside that space and attaches conditions to that space. If the assignment's honored, then blessing and presence follow. If it's violated, the space expels its inhabitants. You have a remnant that's preserved, and then the ark starts moving toward restoration again. And that's the entire pattern. You have a commission, then you have violation, then you have enforcement, then you have the remnant, and then finally you have restoration. That's not just a theme that someone imposed on the text, that's the text's own operating system. Look at Ha'adam. He's assigned to sacred space. Eden isn't just a garden, it's the first covenant space. He's told what to do inside of it. He then violates the command, judgment falls, he's exiled, but the covenant line continues and the ark moves toward restored access. Now, look at Israel at Yam Suf, the Reed Sea. They're brought through the boundary of water out of Egypt and toward Sinai. And that's not just an escape, that's movement into covenant space. Egypt's behind them, and the waters become the boundary. Israel's preserved, Pharaoh's army is judged, and then the people move toward formal covenant at the mountain. Now, look at the flood. Noah's world is completely corrupt. Violence fills the land, judgment comes, but the remnant is preserved inside the ark, and then after judgment, the covenant continues on the same land with a reset. Then Babel. Humanity is told to fill and spread. Instead, one group centralizes, builds upward, and resists the commission. Yahuwah then enforces the boundary, scatters them, and preserves the covenant line through Shem until Abraham's called. Then the promised land. It's the same structure again. The land is assigned under covenant terms. The Torah is violated. The land's defiled. Exile comes. The land gets its rest. A remnant remains. And restoration is promised, but only under covenant conditions. So, what's the Bible saying? It's saying that the land is never neutral. The land is the covenant arena. It's the place where obedience is tested, defilement is exposed, judgment is enforced, the remnant's preserved, and restoration is prepared. And that's why Genesis begins with covenant space being established, and Revelation ends with covenant space being fully restored. So, no, none of these are separate debates. Again, Adam, the Reed Sea, the flood, Babel, and the Promised Land, they're all telling the same story. Yahuwah assigns covenant space, humanity violates it, Yahuwah enforces the boundary, a remnant survives, and the ark keeps moving toward restoration. And that's the story that Scripture has been telling the entire time.